So this is one of those laptops that immediately puts everything into perspective the moment you look at it. It's not trying to compete with high-end machines, and it's not pretending to be something it isn't. Instead, it's answering a much simpler question: what do you actually get when you go all in on a budget Chromebook in 2026? This is the HP Chromebook 14, running Intel's N100 processor, paired with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of UFS storage, all powered by Chrome OS. On paper, this is very clearly an entry-level setup. But the real question is how it feels when you actually live with it. Starting with the design, this is classic Chromebook simplicity. There's no attempt at luxury materials or flashy aesthetics. You get a lightweight plastic build in a chalkboard gray finish, and the focus is clearly portability and practicality. It's easy to carry, easy to move around with, and doesn't feel like something you need to baby. The lid opens with a decent hinge mechanism, the keyboard deck has a bit of flex under pressure, and overall build quality sits exactly where you'd expect for this category. Not premium, but not fragile either. It's designed to disappear into your routine, not demand attention. Open it up, and you're looking at a 14-inch HD display. And this is where reality hits a bit harder. This is not a sharp panel, and it's not trying to be one. You're getting a basic screen that gets the job done for everyday use, but doesn't go beyond that. For browsing, YouTube, Google Docs, and online classes, it works fine. But if you're coming from a full HD or higher resolution display, you'll instantly notice the difference in clarity and color depth. It's functional, but not impressive. And that theme carries through the entire device: functionality over experience. Now performance is where things become a bit more interesting than expected. The Intel N100 is a low-power processor designed for efficiency, not raw speed. But Chrome OS is also built around efficiency, and that balance actually works in this machine's favor. Day-to-day usage feels smooth. Boot times are quick, apps open without delay, and general navigation through Chrome OS feels responsive. For tasks like browsing, streaming, document editing, and light multitasking, it performs comfortably within its limits. But those limits do show up when you push it. Open too many tabs, run heavier web apps, or try to multitask aggressively, and you'll notice the system start to slow down. It doesn't freeze or crash, but you can feel it reaching its ceiling. It's a gentle reminder that this is not a performance machine, it's a light productivity tool. The 8GB RAM configuration is actually what keeps this experience from falling apart. It allows the system to hold multiple tasks without immediately choking, which is a big improvement over older entry-level Chromebooks. Storage is another surprisingly solid point. The 128GB UFS storage is faster and more responsive than traditional eMMC storage found in many budget laptops. File access is quick, apps load faster, and overall system responsiveness feels tighter than expected in this price range. Battery life also fits perfectly into the Chromebook identity. This is a machine designed to last through a full day of moderate usage without stress. Whether you're watching content, working on documents, or browsing, it holds up reliably without constantly asking for a charger. Now Chrome OS itself plays a huge role in shaping this experience. It's extremely lightweight, clean, and focused on web-based workflows. If your life revolves around Google services, browser apps, and cloud storage, this system feels almost effortless. There's no unnecessary complexity, no heavy background processes, just a fast and simple interface. But that simplicity comes at a cost. If your workflow depends on traditional desktop software, advanced editing tools, or heavy applications, you'll run into limitations quickly. Chrome OS is not trying to replace Windows or Mac OS. It's designed for a different kind of user entirely. So when you step back and look at the HP Chromebook 14 as a whole, the identity becomes very clear. It's not a powerhouse. It's not trying to be. It's a lightweight productivity machine designed for students, casual users, and anyone who mainly lives inside a browser. And in that role, it actually performs better than expected. It stays responsive enough, lasts long enough, and remains simple enough that it never really gets in your way. But it also never lets you forget what it is. A budget device with very defined boundaries. So the real decision isn't about whether it's fast or powerful. It's about whether your daily usage fits inside the Chrome OS ecosystem and the hardware limits of this machine. If it does, this Chromebook becomes an easy, practical recommendation. If it doesn't, those limitations will show up almost immediately.